Welcome to the channel for the Academy for Womanhood. I am Naima, and the Academy is here to provide tools, resources, and an advancing community for humans who were born female to become whole and powerful women who are then equipped to be sustaining generative life forces and creating a fulfilling life for themselves and others. And today I'm going to be talking about how to heal mom trauma so you can be visible and fulfilling in your career and in your life. How to heal mom trauma so you can be visible and fulfilled in your career and in your life. And I'd say mom or dad trauma, okay? I'm going to be sharing with you two resources. Well, one resource and then a story, okay? One resource and then a story. The first resource I'm going to share with you is this book called Into the Heart of the Feminine. A link to this book is beneath this video. I'm going to read something here, and if what I read speaks to you, then it's probably likely you should click the link. Okay? So, healing the wounded feminine in women, in men, and in our culture. Within each of us, there is a deep, powerful source for living lives of love, creativity, and fulfillment. To imagine this foundation for life and the energy it produces is to imagine ourselves and our world filled with the influence of the archetypical feminine. Her passionate creativity, love, and ageless knowing. Personally and culturally, this force, which lives at the heart of our lives, has been wounded and diminished until it seems to have retreated beyond the horizon of a world filled with rationalism and an anxious, endless need for achievement. If that speaks to you, again, the link is beneath this video. Then I'd like to go into this story. Before I go into the story, I also have a timer here to keep me under 10 minutes. So a little bit about me. So I am a former business coach. I built a 7-figure online coaching company, specifically in business coaching, in under 4 years. Now, I had been a coach for some years prior to that, and I always struggled with the money part, like most coaches do, okay? I won't get into the whole, what that is like, but there's the struggle with, I want to help people, I want to serve, I want to be out here, I want to be known, I want to help. But then how do I really make the money and not just be putting out content or doing a bunch of free stuff, right? And the desire to really come out into the world, to really have an impact, to really make money, like seriously, the dissonance, it wasn't making sense. I was doing all this, but the money part wasn't happening. And this is where intimacy comes in. So I'd like to speak right now to the intimacy that's required, okay? The intimacy that's required to get the results. And then I'll go into the story. So I started to really, what is going on here? Why aren't I making the money? And when the student is truly ready, the teacher appears. When you're truly ready and you're truly asking a question, truly looking for answers, the answer always reveals itself. Always, always, always reveals itself. And so a conversation that I had been avoiding unconsciously, it was something that I had been dancing around, but had not faced head on. And that conversation was a conversation with my mom about me, what I call eclipsing her financially, being more successful than her financially, living my dreams while she may not necessarily be living hers. Okay, see yourself in the story. So I started to write in an honest way. This is me alchemizing. You'll hear about alchemy. Sure, there's plenty on this channel to look at how alchemy works. to break myself from the shackles of the truths inside that I had not been willing to face. I started writing purified, true, painful ways, disturbing ways, and publishing them. And my greatest fear was, what is my mom going to think? And I still publish. Oh God, what if my mom finds this? I'm writing about sex, filthy things, emotions that felt filthy and bad and dark. And oh God, you putting this out there in the world? Oh God, oh my God, like that. Unfiltered, raw, very little editing for grammar and things like that. Oh my God, what if my mom... Months later, lo and behold, my mom finds it. She confronts me. Now, I'm going to tell you a condensed story because, again, the goal is to have this video be under 10 minutes. Finally, my mom confronts me. Naima, I found your blog. All right. Expecting me to be like, well, you know, cower. Right? How many of us are scared of our mom, consciously, unconsciously? We don't want her wrath. We don't want her to disagree. We don't want to lose her love. We don't want to lose even the fraction of the relationship we do have with her. So we quietly cower. We keep ourselves small. We don't pursue certain things because we don't want to hear what she's going to say, right? So me doing this was, writing in this alchemical way was preparing myself, healing myself, transforming myself for whatever disagreement she may have for my life choices and my desire to make money, because that was the drive. Why aren't I moving? Are you not moving in a way you feel paralyzed somewhere? This is your healing, okay? Are you not moving in a way you want to move? You want a greater career. You want a particular man. You want to love. You want to be present. You want to show up generative, nourished, but you it's not working. I don't know. I'm stuck. I'm hurting. So she finds the blog. Naima, I saw your blog. And with all the healing I have been doing, writing in this powerful way, and as I'm encouraging you to read this book to help you in your healing and transformation, for your being visible and coming out in the world and doing whatever you decide, she started berating me. You stupid for having that blog up there. Okay. My sister is watching. My niece and nephew are in the room. She tells them to go to the back of the room because she's hollering at me. You stupid. You need to take it down. You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing the family. Who do you think you are? You have a degree. Why are you putting this out here? Why are you acting like this? Why are you doing this? And I'm standing there like a little girl, head down. I'm grown, berating me. I'm sitting there dealing in that little bit of power that I had mustered up in the healing of the alchemical writing, the healing that you're going to do in reading this book, Into the Heart of the Feminine. And with the little bit of power I had mustered up in those months, I looked up at my mother and I said, Mom, this is who I am. When I had been going in circles, not wanting her to see this part of me that felt so dark, so heavy, so much pain. This is who I am. When I tell you my mother walked around and left the room. Not only that, a year later, she came onto my podcast, because this was years ago. She came onto my podcast and told my audience, and this was so redeeming for me. She told my audience, be who you are. Your parents will be okay. My mother's a Jehovah's Witness. Strict. I was raised like that. She came onto my podcast a year later. My podcast was called Unapologetic Womanhood. Told my audience, be who you are. Your parents will be okay. Not only that, after struggling financially as a coach for about 3 years, going through depression, I want to make more money. I want to be more visible. Why is this not working? And the answers presenting themselves. I went from struggling, barely paying for rent and all the necessities, to crossing 200,000 within 2 years. When I tell you that your outside game and success and fulfillment is an inside game, I mean that through experience and literally. So I encourage you today, get this book. The link is beneath the video. And go have uncomfortable conversations, okay? Go have uncomfortable conversations, whether it's with your mom or your dad. And if they're not alive, speak to them as if they're there or write it down, and give yourself the space to do so. If you'd like to be notified of upcoming offers, if you like details about the spacious generative environment that I mentioned, if you like more tools, resources, and also content that is not made public, enter your email, join our community via email to find out more about the Advancing Paid community, and that link is also beneath this video. I'll see you in the next one.